Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be looking at this one single page, which is the main landing page for this client, the main service page, physiotherapy. And we're going to be talking about ways to optimize this page so that it provides an optimal user experience while also enhancing the search engine optimization for this page. So the first thing we always do is we look at the above the fold section, which is what you can see right now. And you can see here a lot of space is being preoccupied with not much going on except physiotherapy. From a user perspective and from an SEO perspective, this is not good in any way. So the first thing we would do is we would figure out what the main call to action is. What do you want your users to do here? And for this client, it's to either call them or to book an appointment using a form. And we've already developed a form, as you can see here. So we've taken the above the fold section and we created this main call to action. So you can see it's very simple for people to book an appointment. Now another thing to look at is if you don't want to have a form there, then you want to have some sort of a button. Maybe book an appointment, make an appointment, book now. And also something else, preferably to have keywords here under physiotherapy. So for example, this clinic is in the city of Brampton, so it would be better to say physiotherapy Brampton unless you're targeting multiple locations. And then you can say something underneath in smaller text like we have done here. Physiotherapy and wellness, and the CTA as I was explaining. Also the image is a little bit dark, so maybe something more bright and maybe with a happy face. Everybody likes to see a happy face, especially if they're looking for physiotherapy. They're probably in pain and might not be feeling the best. So there you have it. Above the fold, you want to make sure you have your major CTA, the main thing you want someone to do. So have it there, make it easy for them to know what the next step is. Now as we scroll down, again it says physiotherapy, so you're just repeating yourself for no reason. Also back to the CTA, oftentimes we don't take the whole above the fold section just for this banner. We'll take maybe 3/4 or just up to here so that you can see the next step, so people can be curious and scroll down. Another suggestion is to have sliders. So instead of having one single banner, you can have a slider showing your main benefits, the services, etc. This adds life to your website and just makes it look like it offers more. So it makes it look bigger. Although it does add to the page load, so make sure your website and your server is optimized properly, because speed is very important, not only for user experience but also for search engines, as Google uses it as one of its ranking factors. So let's scroll down now. Now the next most important section is usually underneath here, and you can get right into the nitty-gritty, the text. However, most people nowadays don't have time to read all this. So make it more consumable, break up sections in smaller chunks for them. Usually it's nice to have, 3 or 4 smaller sections here providing some of the main benefits with an image so that it's just easier to consume the content. This text is a little small, so I would increase it by 1 or 2 pixels to make it easier on the eyes. A lot of people that are looking for physiotherapy are older, so they might have some vision problems. Going to this heading here, you want to have keywords. You want to entice them with something different than they've already read here. So get creative, talk to your content team, and make a step-by-step process that will flow. Again here, no face, doesn't look friendly. So I would advise to add a friendly face, add a logo to the shirt to make it look more professional, maybe with a background of the clinic. So this image, although it is the original image of the clinic, we don't think that this is necessarily a benefit to whoever's on the website because it looks very small, tight, without windows, and it just doesn't look enjoyable or a place where you'd want to be. So we would maybe put another face of a happy physiotherapist. Another issue you can see here is if you hover over the image, you can see the alt tag. It's separated by dashes. It's not user friendly, so this is not good for SEO. This should describe the image using real words without dashes and, if possible, keywords. But remember, the alt tag is supposed to describe the image, not keyword stuff. This here is good. It's a long list. Maybe instead of this image, you can break this down into 2 columns and have a panoramic image. I would add more padding, break up the sections maybe with a different background, with big margins. This is too close. Also, this here looks like a link, and all of this text looks like a link, so I would definitely check that out with the development team. This text here, I thought it was smaller than here, but it's not, so just make sure your points are all consistent. This is a little too small, so I would increase the size of this as well. Again, no personal touch, you're just showing a stroller here instead of showing a happy woman's face or something like that. This is a little bit better. I'm not sure if this is the ideal target market for physiotherapy, young children, so maybe go after adults in their 30s or 40s by showing a photo of an adult playing sports. This is fairly long to scroll through, and it's a great opportunity somewhere here to have a call to action banner, asking them if they'd like to speak to somebody or to book an appointment or to ask a question via an online form, something like that. Again, I would add more space here, separate the sections, make it more easy on the eyes. This is okay. Maybe add another image that's related. So just more content. This is okay. This space here is so much bigger than the space up here, and this is a part of the same content section, so I would decrease this space and maybe add an image for each one of these. Maybe have these in 4 little images with text underneath them, just to break up the content, make the page more appealing. Video is always great. This has a fairly good cover photo, but it has no title, so people don't know what they're clicking on, and I would definitely add a title here in this video to make sure that people know what it's about. This is okay, it shows a problem, so maybe down here it would show somebody that's happy as a solution. There's too much space here, so this text should be going all the way up to here. A CTA at the bottom is essential, and this is a great CTA with an attractive background and 2 call to actions. They can call or they can book using an online form, which are both great ways, and they are the main 2 call to actions. Now we're looking at the footer here. So having a map here is very convenient for people. They can check your location if they want to come visit it, so they usually click here. They can see the address, but the address is not linked, so there should be a directions link here. That's blue font. They know they can click it and it'll take them to Google Maps, where they can put in their current location and get the route to get to the clinic. This increases conversion rates. Same thing here. This doesn't look like a link, so many people will not know to click it, so maybe having a directions text here that's blue will entice people to click on it more likely, or just making this look like a link that's underlined. This here is great. You have the phone number and the fax. You have a contact button which takes them to the contact page to fill up the form. You have your social media channels, so make sure these are all linked properly. Way too often we find that these are just icons that are not linked, or that are linked to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn home pages, which is leaking off PageRank, and once again that's bad for search engines. Usually down here in the footer, it's a good idea to have your company name, maybe link it back to the home page, have the copyright with the current year, and there are plugins for WordPress that allow you to update this automatically so you don't have to worry about it. And finally here in this section with the services, these would be your most important pages, and you would just make it more convenient for your visitors to get to those pages that they're looking for. So there you have it. Those are some of the tips that you can use to improve this web page. You can also get an SVG logo from your web designer so it's not blurry as this one is. Especially for mobile devices, it's very nice to have everything looking crisp. Make sure your images are saved for web so they're not massive. This one's a bit too pixelated, so maybe it's a little too much, or the quality is not good enough, so maybe use a better image. So there you have it. Those are our tips on how you can help improve conversion rates, increase your rankings, and optimize your user experience. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more cool videos on SEO and web design. Thank you.